Oh, you guys, it is so hot right now. We're here at the new shop. This is it. It's cute, it's quaint, and it needs some work. As you can tell, we just had electrical run and a new box and everything installed. But here we are. Oh, and it feels great in here, gosh. The electricity is now on and running, and we have light, we have an air conditioning, which is fantastic. I didn't want to work in here without air conditioning anyway. Most of everything in here is going to be saltwater. We are going to have some freshwater stuff though, which is really fun. I love freshwater. It's kind of more my hobby, mine and Jordan's hobby. Christian and Ocean Aquatics is catered more towards saltwater, so you're going to see a lot of both. But here's where it gets fun. The backyard is massive, and once again, it's kind of a mess right now because all we've done is just drag our stuff over here. Bear with me with the way that it looks, but I honestly wanted to show you guys so that you can see where we're starting at ground zero, and that'll just lead to you guys being able to see where we've come from and how we do things starting off fresh. So this is where we're at. I know it's rough, but you know, we're gonna work hard and make this something that'll be really enjoyable for everybody, and be able to bring customers back here, have you guys come down and take a look at what it is we do and spend some time with us. So stay tuned, because we're gonna have fun with this. So this is what we're disassembling today. We're going to be setting it back up over at the shop. This will be a perfect temporary setup for this whole fish tank while I get the actual tank itself set up. So Christian just called. He is about halfway done with getting the water for this, and then we're going to get the whole system running with salt water in it. I wasn't able to, you know, take all the fish out at once and get them all in the same container at once, and for that reason we lost consistency with water temperature and whatnot. So this will slowly acclimate everything so that it's all to the same temperature. I'm gonna be hooking this up. All the stuff there is what's needed to do that. I'm gonna give that a good clean first and everything. We're gonna get this to fully functioning operation. So as you can see, Christian went and got the water. We're about to pump it into the shop. We have a pump inside of there. That green hose comes out and is filling our entire system. Into here. I know that this is like a little bit of a gap from between where the video of the time lapse ended to like, oh, it's already set up and run. I'm sorry, but that's just how it had to be. I haven't been able to be here for all of this because I have a full-time job, and consequently I cannot be here every moment that somebody's doing something to film. We don't really care how it looks, we just need the functionality from it. This is what we just knocked out and got so that we could just keep up and running and continue to do business. As we set up our permanent systems for holding coral and holding fish, you will get to see step by step a lot of those videos, and it will not be so much of like, oh, here we are working and then boom, it's done. You're gonna see us start from scratch and then everything that leads up to us finishing. This one we just had to grind to get done. But in a sense, I'll give you the idea of what we have going on for plumbing. Each tank has an overflow that flows down into this drain pipe that's on the bottom. As you can see, they're all attached to the drain pipe. That drain pipe is slanted to lead down into the sump system that we made. Sump system pushes it up through this big biofiltration block. We put a bunch of bio bricks in there, some coral, old coral rock, just porous materials that the water has to get pushed up through. They go into filter socks, or at least one filter sock, the other one's not on right now, and drops into the sump where the protein skimmer picks up a good portion of it, and eventually the pump pumps it back straight up, over, and back into all the tanks. So it's a big filtering cycle. Obviously there's more stuff going on over here that we'll talk about in another video, but just so you guys get the idea of how we ran the water and figuring out the correct amount of water volume to have for the size of the pump that we had and how much water we wanted to move was a little bit of a dance, but we did get it. Everything is happy and healthy. We moved a lot of these corals in here yesterday, and they look like they're doing perfectly fine. Now we're in a position where we can take our time with doing all of our permanent holding systems. On the other side of the shop, we have the freshwater tank set up. As you can see, it looks pretty decent. We're due for a water change, but I didn't want to do too much of a water change when we were moving everything over here because it just stresses the fish out more. So I kept a lot of the water that was in there, and I just tested it today, and it's due for about a 25% water change, so we'll be doing that coming up soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe. And we have a lot of projects planned in the future with getting the shop set up and the backyard, and there's a lot going on, so stay tuned.